place we didn't go was over here. Weren't we in here? Okay, map says go this way. Chamber of Sorrow. We weren't in here apparently. Hardened Hightown Chapter 7. What is that doing in here? Oh boy. Yep, I was right. Shit. That wasn't so bad. They're easier when there's only one. Get to go face their elder, whatever, right? Want this? It makes me feel better. Sanctuary. Okay, so I think we've gone through all these doors. This one doesn't have a torch for me to mark it. That's okay.
The heart of this place. Here is where the ancient rituals and prayers took place.
Yeah, including the one where they tore apart their priest? Oh, hello. Apparently I'm not supposed to activate that. Place the heart. Place it? If that's what I need to do? Oh, Explorers in the temple. A series of papers and notes are stuffed into a small booklet. It is stained with dried blood and covered in dust. The most legible entry is the last. We're still not certain why Lord Gretchen ran off during the night. The others think it's the nightmares, though they say it's voices that speak to them. We took a vote and decided to continue the search for Dirthaman's wisdom. If we don't, we forfeit everything we've worked towards. Trying to piece together all of Gretchen's notes won't be easy. All I can think is that we need to put the relics revealed by the braziers into these flames. So they did this already? And somehow they came back? It's all part of some elven ritual, I suppose. The only gruesome part is all these desiccated organs. Lord Gretchen believed they were part of the high priest of this temple, and that we're somehow reassembling him. I find it unsettling the elves would have dismembered their high priest in the first place. Oh, dude. Well, they didn't make it. They clearly didn't make it, and we're gonna do this? I say we pack it up and go home. Let's just go home. Let's just leave it. It's clearly...
I recommend caution. There is no telling where this ancient ritual will lead us.
Right, so let's go home. I don't like this at all. No one else has any objections? Nobody? Just me? Oh, I did it. Well, I'm supposed to go. I don't want to summon them. I mean, they pulled them apart for a reason, right? Spell. I want you. Think you'll be useful. Can't see your radius. There we go. That looks about right. Oh, and there's undead. Spare demon? Don't know where everybody is, but that's seem to get him. Oh gosh, someone help.
Goodbye!
I have a sword! Oh. Is that their high priest, the despair demon? You're the first idea?
So that was the high priest of the temple.
Oh.
Imprisoned in silence and despair by his own followers. A sad legacy.
So he became a despair demon. And what? Killed the people that summoned him the first time, and then his pieces went back? And I assume since we killed him, it won't happen again? Maybe? So this was the quest from those elven glyphs that we found. Can I just activate it? I just want to activate it. The elven glyphs led us to Dirthaman's temple, I guess. And then we found a bunch of dead people. This is one of those things that it just kind of feels anticlimactic when you finish it. It's like, okay, so I found this temple. What was the point of it? Oh, there's a box. Big shiny box. Ooh. Dirthaman's wisdom. Okay.
What did we hear?
What? High level! Alright. I believe that's it. That's all we have. Oh, let's pick this up. That's important. So I should have freed her the slaves, but I don't now. Because of that thing in Crestwood, I assume. How do I get out of this place now? How do I leave? Go straight ahead. Go left and out. Alright, I'm gonna figure out how to get out of here. I hate dungeons without a clear exit. I hate that. What the frick? What the frick? Red Templars? What? Like, followed us? Oh, just get out of here. I just want to get out of here. Okay. Let's go back to Skyhold. Ooh, people are done. A letter marked with the Chevalier seal. Was an honor to fight alongside the soldiers of the Inquisition. The demons stood little chance. You run an impressive army, Commander. Nothing seals an alliance like the bonds formed in battle. May we find similar victories together in the future. Chevalier Doucet. Dance with the Dowager. To the leadership of the Inquisition, it comes as a great shock to me that the organization that claims to be defending us from the breach holds an interest in walnut farming. Perhaps you intend to throw unshelled nuts into the sky to repel demons? Truly, such matters are beyond my expertise. If you have a legitimate claim to Lenin, then I should like to hear it. Count Marquis de Pioison. Okay. And then dance with the Dowager number 2. My dear Inquisitor, you dance as beautifully as I remember. Are you ready for the second movement? The almanade is typically followed by a courant, in which the steps are much faster, almost running. The Count de Pioison so enjoyed our last maneuver that he is now racing to petition the Council of Heralds for recognition of his claim to Yellen. I was the first one he contacted, of course, because while the young man is prone to missteps, he is not a complete fool. He is very likely to reach out to Duke Cyril de Montfort or Duke Germain next. Cyril's the youngest and most persuadable of the council, and Germain is the oldest and most likely to support a claim of any old Orlesian nobility over the donation of lands to a new Andrastian cause. You should make your own move. Allegrissimoso. Cordially, Marquis Mantilium. So, Leliana is Countess Montbillibard. Josephine would do Duke Lane, who we already have connections with, and Cullen would speak with Duke Cyril. He's reasonable, we could win him to her side. You get pretty much the same thing no matter who you send, but Cullen is actually slightly better, so...
All right.
We'll send Cullen to do that. Many of the nobility of the Orlesian capital have settled their secondary differences and are rallying behind two families. The de Rosiers are old money, well respected, but viewed as traditional and stubborn. The Theobalds rose with a popular merchant consortium and are considered new money and progressive. While the intent of both families was to rival us politically, if we declare for one of them, we may manipulate events in our favor. Lord Perrin de Rosier has not asked for our allegiance, but may respect our rising might. Lady Velis Theobald speaks for her investors and is interested in forward-thinking alliances. So we could do Cullen to the de Rosiers. Josephine would draw a number of agreements that tie us to little beyond ceremony. That'll gain the initial interest of the Theobald. So the greater reward lies with Josephine's path. This is actually going to be a number of quest chains.
Let us begin.
We'll set her on that. Let me check and see if we have any, not that. Anything we haven't read. The Lion of Orlais. As to your question regarding why a lion is considered the symbol of Orlais, particularly when the lion is a creature native only to eastern Thedas, the answer is quite simple. It adorns the crest of the Valmonts, the family that has ruled the empire since the end of the Exalted Age. And in truth, it is the Valmonts which have come to represent Orlais. Before them, the Orlesian symbol was that of the descendants of Cordelius Draken, a dragon. As to why the lion adorns the crest, that dates back to the time of Lambert Valmont, a young captain of Orlais who distinguished himself at the Battle of Ainsley, that great and infamous battle that ended the Fourth Blight. It is said that young Valmont disregarded orders during the battle, taking his forces to relieve the beleaguered Antevans and saving them from absolute destruction. Though his superiors were at first chagrined, chalking up the captain's actions to an infatuation with a certain Antevan camp follower. This, incidentally, has never been confirmed. It later came to light that the Antevan force had been led by King Azar Adabareto Campania himself in the political regiment following the Blight's end. Anteva was an all-important ally to Orlais, and Lambert Valmont was an Antevan hero. He was given the hand of one of the King Azar's daughters in marriage and elevated to noble rank, with a valiant lion to adorn his newly created Haladry. The Orlesian Empire was forced to respond in kind, granting Valmart a mark estate. Imagine, if you will, the hero returning to Valreo from the Blight, sporting a wife with royal blood and the honors of two nations. This is why jealous nobles called him the Swaggering Lion, a nickname he embraced. It was Lambert Valmont's son, Alphonse, who later led the civil war against the usurper Xavier Draken. He killed Xavier in single combat, giving rise to the great Orlesian legend of the lion slaying the dragon, putting an end to the Draken dynasty as he assumed the throne, and changing the Orlesian symbol forever. At the edge of the empire, they erected a prison, Corypheus, the Dark Pit. Far removed from the cultural heart of the Imperium, Corypheus held and meted out punishment to local peoples who denied Tevinter's claim to the region, and so-called loyal citizens who believed living on the fringes of civilization would grant them immunity from the Imperium's laws. In a few cases, political prisoners who could not be sentenced with execution were sent to Corypheus instead. It was widely known that bribes brought nothing there, and having the right name would not be rewarded with leniency. It is said that upon hearing their judgments, these individuals begged for death. On Skyhold. Oh, so this is the Veil is old here, and it got updated. And then we read this one. Possible references to Skyhold in the readings of the Great Library about Bioware. What follows are the names of the powers that may have held a fortress in the region. Unfortunately, time and records are such that for many, the name is all that is known, and some of those are merely as reference in other works. Your fortress is a vagabond, but years will do that to stone well made. The Tan Empire, passing mention of an unseen training partner occupying Where Hold the Sky, and the Ravani Ballad of Kintom of Knoll, thought fictional, date uncertain. Father of Rast, and that Ferelden built upon the sky, mentioned as a possible destination of the spirit of the dead band, a Ferelden lullaby, dated to the Exalted Age. Lady Bander of She, Ferelden highwayman banished in 483 Black, thought to use a place in the clouds as refuge. Spire, Orlesian tavern song mentioning Skyhold by the name as a fanciful utopia, but also claiming nugs with wings and a dragon that blows bubbles. Tioran V, possible etchings of major Skyhold features, but no context available. Unknown language. The title's never been translated. Pre-glory? Tevinter carving, a broken relief that matches the outline of the main gate, but all possible scholarships suggest a structure outside Minrathos, pre-divine. Possible shared inspiration, but it's not known in that direction. Study continues. We will appraise you of any further references of worth. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's right. I got perks. I was working on these. Favorite. Okay, so I'm working my way up to this one. And it's a brand new day, which means everybody is done. The last trail of Sutherland and Company found and mapped on your action Inquisitor. If they need assistance, you are in the best position to render it. So they're on the Storm Coast, which we are going to go to. I will not turn my back on them, but we have established agreements with the Vaults. Their initial hatred of the Inquisition was a device, and they are willing to have us in their favor. Josephine, okay. So Alliance is forging a way forward. To whom it concerns, we, the Council of Heralds, declare that Yellen Basin, the holdings of the Inquisition, and all revenues and oaths from these lands should be tendered thus as to a titled lord until such time as the Inquisition is dissolved or the holdings lawfully granted elsewhere. Alright. I don't know why we wanted that, but okay. A letter marked with a chevalier's seal. Commander, I understand your soldiers intend to pursue a party of Red Templars into the woods surrounding Val Foret. We have not forgotten your assistance against the demons, and we are not sworn to aid your fight against Corypheus. And are we not sworn to aid your fight against Corypheus? Let us take up arms and cast these Templars out. So Cullen's the only one you can do. That's going to take him 8 minutes. Our resources alone would only have allowed for small sweeps of the area. With the Imperial Army's assistance, we may entirely rout Red Templars from the region. Alright.
Inquisitor.
Awesome. A page has been torn from a copy of Travels with the Chantry Scholar and a passage circled. Someone has used the Imperial seal to stamp the page. The Nassarin marshes are home to a curious people. Gregarious and hospitable, despite the harshness of their land, they will gladly invite any traveler into their homes without question. At the bottom of the page is a note. Venatory infiltrators. Jean Flair, be discreet. And you can only send Liliana a message from Briala. I can send agents to the village quietly. Okay.
Let's see what we have.
Where am I supposed to find? Oh, translate the dragon text. Okay, that's why I can't find it. Ambassador Montilier, I've been considering your last letter, and as I do owe you a debt of gratitude for handling the Cumberland incident, I think I have found something that may solve your mystery. I have an acquaintance in Minrathios who has a brother in that circle's College of Antiquities. A few favors and he may be able to translate your ancient text. But I should warn you, they are likely to be costly favors. Still, this may be your most promising avenue. Favor for a friend of a friend can get the manuscript translated by an expert, and we have the power to do that. Esteemed Ambassador Montilier, enclosed you will find the completed translation of your fascinating manuscript, which our scholars estimate to predate the First Blight. The dialect caused quite a stir in historical languages. The College of Antiquities would be most interested in further cooperation with the Inquisition should you uncover more Tavine documents from the pre-Blight era. No, I don't want to do that right now. Sarah cannot simply vandalize our efforts. There is no record of any of this. A memo from Josephine written on a letter from an outlying landholder. Inquisition leaders. I have reports of a gathering of resources to be moved into Venatory hands. I send this with the hope that you have the means to track who may be responsible. I overheard the possibility, but further inquiry yielded no more detail. It is unfolding well above my station. Sarah Justin of Wildervale. Sarah has scrawled several notes below, also a sketch of a randy nug herder. Squire with limp says horses for 20. Small force. 3 farmers say they were kicked out of homes. Route? Merchant says the carts are heavy for carrying armor weapons. Says they shortchanged him, so he didn't tell about wobbly wheel. Will slow them through pass. Easy pickings, right? Liliana, a few altered signs will waylay them in the Vimarks. A trade caravan will have supplies to last. If their stock happens to be mostly weapons, they won't last long. Blocking a caravan is a small but provocative matter. Do we trust this information? I mean, Sarah's been good so far. Josephine, buying out the caravan would expose whether it is led by an honest merchant or a conspirator against us. Liliana sounds like the best way to go, but it doesn't matter. You get the same result.
At your service.
So we're just gonna send Josephine on that one. Do I want to go fight a dragon and finish the map that I hate? Sure, let's do that. Killing a dragon. Let's see. Oh, I can do an all-warrior party, which means I have to be a good mage. Let's do this.
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
No, I don't think so. Okay. This is unfinished business. Oh, we do need, because there's more Blackwall. Okay, I was wondering if I wanted to switch out. I guess I could switch Iron Bull out for another mage. You know what? Nah, we'll warrior party it. Let us find the dragon person. Or I could say screw it and finish this part. Nah, let's go. Let's get rid of a dragon. Let's do that. I'm gonna walk it. Colin's ready to report in already. Jeez. Fine. Fine.
The Iron Bull said he was certain and that he has proof. I trust him. Please convey my thanks. Lord Venan Ibn Hasrath. That does explain a few things.
I think we got that one before, and then it got cut off, so that's nice. Commander, a fine victory. May our enemies feel its sting. That was easy. Alright, Cullen, now where are we putting you? Not there. Oh, anyone could do this, right? Lady at the Bolt is asking for closer ties and access to trading partners as she tries to circumvent the traditional blockages of the alienages in the capital. Some houses have switched sides, others ceded holdings entirely to avoid the shame of officially losing all standing. More and more they are concerned with station and alliance over whatever objections they stated about the Inquisition. Support her indirectly so that she knows of our support, but the others do not consider us so directly tied. We gained her trust with alliances. If we're willing to continue the relationship, it's only fitting we strengthen those ties. I can arrange assurances of forces if allies.
Is Knight Captain Ryland satisfied with his post?
It's not an easy assignment, but if anyone can handle the approach, it's him.
I can arrange assurances of forces if allies are attacked. A standard escalation of interest. So, it doesn't matter who we send.
All right.
That'll get him. Okay. Now let's go fight a dragon. I do want another mage, I think. Let's take Vivian. Except I really don't want to take Vivian. Okay. We got that translated.
What was that? Oh, my fellow researcher. What can I do for you?
Yeah, we're good.
My people have translated that into manuscript.
Studies on dragon hunting patterns? Migrations? Ha! Durant's theory that dragons can't see the color blue is refuted. With those dreadful raiders out of the way, we can finally lure out the Abyssal High Dragon. You should have the honor, my friend. I've made note of the appropriate spots in the wastes for you to place lures. Place this bait, and then wait. It will be a momentous achievement in draconology.
All right.
I'm off to plant the bait for the High Dragon.
I cannot wait to hear your observations. You must make note of how she circles the hunting area.
He should be there. That's the whole reason he's here. That's why he came. I hate this.
We'll have to speak some other time.
It's totally fine. She can put out the bait. I understand that, but there's no way. There's no way he would be like, oh yeah, you can write it down and tell me about it afterwards. I'm gonna stop complaining about it because you heard me complain about it already. Alright, where's this going? In the give me this. I think it actually goes in the traps that we cleared? Yeah. We're refilling the traps. You guys ready for this? There we go. Last one.
Now we wait for the dragon.
And we cannot leave. It's not possible. Where the heck is she? There she is.
An impressive creature. There is a purity in such undiluted power.
Is she gonna land on me? Okay, didn't think so. Where's my, there it is. I hit the wall. So... there we go. I'm searching for that wall. No. Okay, yeah, so I could totally walk away. But the quest won't complete until you kill it yourself. Which is crap, because we came here to study it. Not kill it. Sorry, girl. I don't even know if that works. Probably not. I don't even know if that works on it. Mage thing. Oh, okay, Solas is fine. Do I have... I don't think that did squat. Still don't think this does anything either. Oh, maybe it does. There we go. Solas, are you gonna be okay? I grabbed Solas because he's usually the, that was too far. He's usually the barrier mage. Doesn't seem to be doing much at the moment. Let's get them again. I wonder if I should have brought Vivian, Solas. my people. Gotcha. I feel bad killing dragons, I really do. I just want to let them live. There is they have some of the best loot in the game. There are quests that show up, like you actually learn stuff, but if you kill all the dragons. So there's a reason for story purposes why I'm actually doing it. Well, I should say for lore purposes why I'm doing it. Doesn't really affect the story any.
Of course, Duran's theory of high dragon behavior is absurd.
I know, dude.
Oh, yes? Did you need something?
So, yeah.
The high dragon attacked me when I planted the bait.
Bullshit.
I'm afraid it's dead.
She attacked? How wonderful! You had a first-hand view of her behavior. Did you take any notes on her aggressive posturing? I suppose you wouldn't have. No matter. I should very much like to interview you. At a later time, of course. I could join your Inquisition. My expertise could be of use, and your scouts could help me find other specimens.
I'll also kill all the dragons you find, so you know. But sure.
Certainly. I'm sure the Inquisition could use a draconologist.
Excellent. I'm sure my research will be of great use to you. Can I help you?
Know of any other dragons?
Are there any other notable dragons you've heard about?
There's supposed to be a smaller cousin of the Abyssal High Dragon roosting somewhere near here. A sandy howler, I believe. I heard rumors of a Vindsummer being spotted taking prey off the Storm Coast. Lovely dragons, remarkably aggressive. Jeanette sighted a Gomordan storm rider hunting in the Dales before. Well, it was her discovery. And I believe a Ferelden Frostback has claimed a measure of the hinterlands as her territory. There may be others, but no word of them has reached me.
So, there's 10 dragons total in the game. I think we've killed 3, maybe? 3 or 4? That was actually a pretty quick dragon fight for us. I usually take half an hour. Shoot. Party banter. We're at 15 minutes. I could... No, it's not worth. It's not worth waiting around for. Alright, where's camp? There it is.